It doesn't get old. She is beautiful, isn't she? After the build video, I had quite a lot of people messaging me asking how much did it cost to build this? So we're gonna talk about how much the bike cost, how much each part cost, so we can get a rough idea together of roughly how much this bike here cost me in total to build. I've never added this up myself. I'm not sure I want to, but I'm gonna do it for you guys. We're gonna go through this together and we're gonna see how much this hurt my bank account. Obviously the most expensive part here is gonna be the bike itself. So if you was to go to the shop today and buy one of these bikes right here, you'd be paying about £11,500. I did not pay £11,500, I can tell you that much. I think that is a crazy amount of money to be paying for a bike. This is a 2024, so the shop had this sitting in the showroom for an entire year. They have the 2025s coming in. They want to get rid of these to make room for the new ones, so they sell them off at a much lower price. For this bike here, you guys are not going to believe this, I paid £8,750 I paid for this bike. So that's a nearly 3,000 saving on this bike, which is unbelievable. So I got an absolutely crazy deal on this thing. So far we've bought the bike, nothing else. This bike, as you know, will come as a bone stock enduro bike, dirt wheels, no exhaust, no carbon, no nothing. So what we'll do now, we'll go through all the random parts, starting from the most expensive, working our way down to the cheapest. So the next thing is gonna be the Supermoto wheels here. For this bike, I went with SM Pros, all black, black spokes, black nipples, black hubs, black rims, same on the front. So these wheels here, if you spec them up on SM Pro's website, which we'll do right now, black hubs, 425 rear rim, gloss black anodized rims, black spokes, black nipples, plus the cush drive, our total for the wheels, £1,163. So with the wheels, our total is up to £9,913. The next most expensive thing on here is probably the FMF. So this FMF I bought with the bike from the dealership. I got the FMF 4.1 stainless. I didn't get the titanium, so it's not as expensive, but I don't think the blue titanium would look good on this bike. I think the black actually looks a hell of a lot better. But that FMF costs just under £680. The next most expensive thing on here is probably all the brake setup. So for the brakes, I'll start at the front. We've got the 320mm street disc from Motomaster, 320mm brake caliper adapter. I have Center Pro pads in the front, and then moving to the back, we have Motomaster flame disc on the back, standard pads, also from Motomaster. I have my 47 tooth steel sprocket and a 14 tooth steel sprocket, also from Motomaster. Also specifically for this sprocket setup, I bought this DID X-ring chain so that I can have two separate chains, so that when I want to go back to the enduro wheels, I can just put them on with the bigger sprocket and have a completely separate chain to just put on. So that's pretty much the whole bottom half of the bike now. What I didn't include was the tires. I already had these tires, but if you had to buy this, a full set of Michelin Pilot Power 2CTs would set you back around £250. So I'll include that in the price because most people won't have them laying about, but I had these off my old bike, so that didn't actually cost me anything, but I will include it in the total. Moving up, we've got the CMT, all of the carbon, all of this beautiful carbon. See, I've got the tank covers and I've got this little bit at the front here. So the total cost for all of this carbon here was £203, and that includes this lovely little bit on the front of the seat there. That's my favorite bit. You see that a lot when you're riding, it's beautiful. So moving on, we've got the night throne seat cover. This is my first time running one of these on a bike, and I can honestly say I'm so impressed with this seat cover. So this seat cover was about £100. It comes with a waterproof foam that you stick underneath, and then this beautiful, absolutely gorgeous seat cover. I can compare it to a leather. You can actually customize these 100% as pretty much as you want. They stitch them all by hand for you, so you can spend a lot more on it, but I just got the bare basic all black with ribs, and it cost me about £100. Moving up front, we've got our LED headlight. This is actually not as expensive as you think. These really aren't that bad. I got this off of eBay for about £70. And it is super bright. It's a proper projector headlight. It's not some cheap Chinese piece of shit. It is really well built. I ran this exact same headlight from the exact same manufacturer on my WRF, and that was absolutely fantastic. Moving on down, we've got the fork shrinks. The full kit of fork shrink is not actually very expensive at all. It's about £50 plus postage, so I think it's about 60 quid. It's really not that expensive at all. And then moving on down here, these are not the original fork guards. The original fork guards for this bike are actually blue, so these cost me about £30. Moving on around here, we've got these magnetic swing arm guards from Ace, which cost around £60. And then last but not least, we've got the back 3D axle sliders, front and rear. the back 3D bar ends on each end of the bar, and also the back 3D license plate holder, which makes the back end look super duper clean. I'm really, really impressed with those parts. Total for those, about £130. So I've completely lost count. That's gonna bring the total cost of this bike up to a number that I don't really wanna know, to be honest with you. I've worked it all out for you guys. So yeah, that's the total, guys. It's definitely not cheap, but it's also not as bad as you'd think. If you bought this bike for 11,500, you'd be in a whole world of problems financially. In terms of what I wanna do with this in the future, the only things I can really think of right now off the top of my head is I really want to get rid of this side stand, because it is way too long for this setup. If you look at how the bike's standing right now, it's pretty much standing dead upright. And if it's on anything less than a slight incline, it will just fall over. So I'm going to get one of the adjustable side stands from Bold at some point. I think they're about 70, 80 pounds. I'm thinking in the summer to go custom graphics. I'm not 100% sure yet. I want to see what your guys' opinions is. Do you guys like the standard look, or do you think I should go with some custom graphics? I'm not 100% decided yet. I really like the OEM look, but I also think custom graphics would make this bike stand out a hell of a lot more. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Should I do custom graphics, or should I just keep OEM plus? Whatever people say, that's what I'm gonna end up doing. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video breaking down how much this hurt my bank account, but she is beautiful, isn't she? I would say it's worth every penny, you know. I'm gonna give you boys some wisdom while we're here. It seems like quite a lot of money I would have spent on this thing, but let me tell you something, right? There's people out there that will go out every weekend and spend hundreds and hundreds on alcohol, going to clubs, getting on the piss. This bike here takes me all over the world. The memories I'll make with this bike are worth 10 times what it just cost me. So boys, fuck it. Money comes and goes in this life. Go out, buy the bike, spend the money, do some traveling, make some memories, okay? Right boys, I'm gonna leave this one here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're waiting on the next Miami video, trust me, I'm working on it, it's coming soon. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all the support recently. Let me know in the comments what you think I can do a bit better, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See you later.